Dana White.
Yeah.
Dana fucking White.
Your brother made Dana White like me. It's tremendous.
I wish I could say the same, man.
You just bet money on it.
Do you know this?
Yeah.
Do you know this?
Yeah.
It just happened. This is breaking news.
Well, he might have told me a little bit ago.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Dana White willing to bet $1 million on Ben Askren beating Jake Paul.
Yeah. So, Dana and I obviously.
Face real quickly. Look at his face right there.
I'm a fucking boxer. This guy's a fucking
But
YouTube
even-
kid.
Gonna bring
I went
35
up there
million
and I
people to
watched
watch
him. He be working hard though, Dana.
I believe
Dana,
that he's a great fighter.
he be working hard. I watch him. I watched him. I see him.
All right.
I see them put
Zab,
it together.
Zab, no bullshit.
I'm just saying. I
no,
seen him.
no.
I watch him
No
with my eyes.
bullshit. You're hanging out with the kid, you know him. You're saying he can fight.
Yes.
So the kid that he's gonna fight is a wrestler, decorated wrestler, but he's actually fought real guys. He's been a world champion in other organizations
This is gonna
in MMA.
be an interesting test.
Yeah,
for
but
him.
it's different though, Dana. When you standing up and you know from wrestling and standing up and let him hand fly. One thing I can't say about him, he got hands.
Yeah.
He got hands.
What does
I'm
Zab
not
Judah know?
joking.
Zab Judah doesn't know anything
I'll
about
bet
wrestling.
$1 million that
Oh, here we go.
he loses this fucking fight.
Dana White.
Bet $1 million.
Mike Tyson's
loving it. You know he took 2 handfuls of mushrooms. He doesn't even know what they're rooting for.
He
He's like,
said, we heard in the beginning, he said, Jake Paul is going to bring 75 million people to the fight of sport of boxing. That's a lot of people.
That might be an all-time record.
That's what I'm saying. That's a lot of
gotta be.
fucking people. Jake's going to make $1 billion on the fight, dude.
Any pressure?
No.
Dana White's going to lose $1 million because of you.
Dana White's got plenty of millions of dollars.
That's true.
He's got so many millions.
You know what's fucked up about that interview? I was supposed to be where Zab was. Shahidi asked me to say, I'm so happy I didn't do it, 'cause Zab Judah is so much of a better co-host for that. It was in Vegas. Yeah, they just did it. Yeah.
Why does Dana White not like you?
Oh.
Or did he not?
You know what? I still have never had this conversation with him. So I was a free agent in Bellator in July of 2013. I finished my contract. I was 9-0 there. I was 29 years old. And I defended my title. I'd outstruck Andrei Kreshkov 248-1 in the final fight. And for me, it was like, at this point in my life, it wasn't about making money and staying in Bellator. It was like, I want to challenge myself against the best guys in the world. And that was really all I wanted to do. And it just didn't work out between me and him. And I never got a real good final reasoning. And I had met the CEO of one championship. And so I decided to go over there because, I'd burned my bridges with Bellator. I wasn't going back there. The UFC thing didn't work out. So I went to one championship. And then I was the champion there for, roughly 4 years. And I still had like 1 or 2 fights on my contract, and I retired there because it was just like, I guess the one thing I read a lot about not only boxers but all sports people is they can't retire on time and they spend all their money, right? Pretty much across the board. So it's like, if I'm an athlete when I grow up, don't spend too much money. Don't retire too late. So I retired in November of 2017, and I said with the caveat, if I get to fight the best guys in the world, I will come back. And I didn't know how that was going to happen. And then sure enough, 10 months later, they called me and they said, hey, we're gonna trade you to the UFC. And it was like, a trade? What do you mean?
How does a trade work?
This never happened. Who did they get? They got Demetrius Johnson, who's like the GOAT welter.
Oh, he's great.
Yeah. So he did not want to fight in the UFC anymore. And so it was like both of these people had, pieces they wanted to exchange for something else. And so he's over there. He's the champion. He's actually fighting, I want to say in like 2 weeks on TNT. Something like that.
Is the competition level the same, Bellator versus UFC, or is UFC clearly a bit more?
It's not quite that easy.
Okay.
So there's great fighters everywhere, and the simple answer would be it's deeper in the UFC, right? There's more really high level people, but if you look at say the WEC who the UFC bought or Strikeforce who the UFC bought, a lot of people shit on those organizations while they weren't UFC, but then. From Strikeforce, Rousey became a champ, Cormier became a champ, Woodley, etc., Rockhold, right? All these guys, and then like Eddie Alvarez came from Bellator and he was a champion. So it's like there are great guys everywhere.
Okay.
There's probably more of them per weight class in the UFC, but that doesn't mean they're not anywhere because some guys will say, I would rather take, more money if someone else is offering it than fight in the UFC.